Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now February 1st of 2022, and ever since the very end of The Mandalorian Season 2 and The Bad Batch, a lot of fans have been having a lot of mixed reactions on the Book of Boba Fett. We have, of course, Chapter 6 arriving tomorrow, and then a week later we have the season finale, Chapter 7. Now, tomorrow's chapter, keep in mind, this one was directed by Dave Filoni, and there are quite a number of surprises coming our way for not just Chapter 6, but also for Chapter 7. So, given that Filoni directed 6, there is a lot of great things that are going to come out of it, and how it really sets things up for The Mandalorian Season 3, which is still due for this holiday season. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, I am on Twitter at Mike01 if you guys want to go ahead and give me a follow on there. I do post a couple of entertaining things from time to time, and really make sure to interact with you guys further. So, what's even all the more exciting now is that not only are we getting closer to the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, but we're also getting very close to the revelations that will be involved in the Book of Boba Fett that's going to tie directly into Mando Season 3. Now, given that George, John, and Dave, what they are essentially doing with the Ahsoka Tano series is by tying everything together into, of course, all of these new TV shows. We have the Ahsoka Tano TV series, the sets being built right now. Rosario Dawson is actually already training for the role of Ahsoka and coming back into that character. So there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes. We already know that Star Wars Andor is moving along very smoothly in post-production, which, by the way, so far has been the highest Star Wars budget TV show so far. And that really says a lot because it's going to be very movie-like. And the same exact thing goes as follows for the Kenobi TV series. So, with that being said though, however, when it all dwindles down to actress Gina Carano, basically 1 year ago she was fired by Kathleen Kennedy in an improper way. And ever since then, a lot of fans have been wondering. So, on top of this, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series trailer is now complete, with the Lucasfilm company preparing to release sometime by this March, where director Deborah Chow is working hard behind the scenes during post-production and is working hard on many of the scenes involving Anakin as we speak. However, recently actress Gina Carano has been in more conversations with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni about her Star Wars future for The Mandalorian Season 4. However, it's described that Jon and Dave are planning for Gina Carano to make a big announcement for her return into the Mandoverse by this fall. Jon and Dave have been in deep discussions with Gina on how she would make her announcement, and that they are planning to make this happen by this September to let all fans know around the world that she will be involved with the 4th and final season of The Mandalorian. Now further, Disney is said to realize that this has hurt some of their Disney Plus subscriptions, and they are doing everything in their power to bring those fans, of course, back to the Star Wars universe by rehiring Gina Carano as Cara Dune once again. Now, on top of that, it's something that Carano has been in the talks with Jon and Dave for months now, as they have been trying to sort things out. Disney is planning to do something absolutely surprising for fans by having Carano make her announcement as part of a new event for Disney that will be streamed during this fall. Now, this new event, in addition to the other one that will take place at the end of this summer, will be unveiled by this spring as to what they will be called. So, in case you guys did not know, besides Star Wars Celebration, we have two other smaller events that's going to take place, one at the very end of the summer, around August, and another one in September at the very beginning of fall. The thing that really does interest me about this is exactly why they are setting up these mini events to promote other Star Wars projects and to kind of put things out there more through streaming. Now, we already know that Celebration is going to be streamed this year because they want to make sure that it is going to be hands down the biggest Star Wars celebration under Disney's wing. And with this announcement by Gina Carano that is being pre-planned as we speak between herself, George, John, and Dave, and even the Disney higher-ups, they are going to be doing everything that they can to make every fan know that Gina is going to be coming back as Cara Dune for Season 4 by this September when it's made official. Now, the thing about everything related to Star Wars as a whole is that they really are trying to not only take a lot of Star Wars Legends aspects, but they are trying to do some unique and original content that's going to mix with all of that. So, we already know that Gina Carano was fired very much in an immature way by Kathleen Kennedy, very unprofessional, and that was the one thing that Disney CEO Bob Chapek had a very big issue with. In fact, when she was fired, that was during the time where we had both Chapek and Iger as both Disney CEOs at the time. You know, this was the beginning of 2020, give or take, you know, when they were realizing that everything was beginning to shift. And once Chapek was the Disney CEO in 2021, around February last year, when Gina Carano was fired, that's when he realized that, you know, things really needed to be changed over at Lucasfilm. So, with that being said, moving past all of this, alright, these events are to get these announcements out of more people around the globe by streaming on the internet. John and Dave already have big plans for Gina Carano as Cara Dune in Season 4, such as giving her scenes with Luke Skywalker and even Ahsoka Tano this time around, similar to how Gina had scenes with Bo-Katan in Season 2's finale. John and Dave are very excited to bring her back into the Mandalorian series as Cara Dune again, and that John and Dave are also convincing Disney to eventually continue her merchandise once again after she arrives back to the show. Now, the announcement planned by this September will also involve other exciting Star Wars reveals and surprises for the fandom that will be made official to the Star Wars universe. There are even scenes already storyboarded that involve the return of Cara Dune in Season 4 that involves, of course, her fighting alongside some type of new soldiers and Din Djarin in a special type of base. With Grand Admiral Thrawn already planned to be involved in both Ahsoka and Mando Season 4, there is going to be a big bridge between the two that will leave questions open for sure. Now, many of Gina's scenes planned for Season 4 makes her a part of an ensemble cast, where she works with others as a team to take down these new foes in the Mandalorian's end. It's something that Favreau and Filoni are pushing right now to really make things all interconnect. Now, here's the deal about Mando Season 4. Now, we talked about this lightly a couple of times, that Season 4 is not going to be called Season 4, quote-unquote. It's going to be The Mandalorian with a subtitle, so it could be like The Mandalorian, you know, blah 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 at the very bottom. It's going to be like that, and that's what they're aiming to do with The Mandalorian coming to an end, and before they branch out to other Star Wars shows that will also feature Din Djarin once again. They're not going to stop Din Djarin's story. That's going to continue on, but the Mandalorian show in and of itself is going to change drastically with Season 4, because it's not just going to be about him anymore. It's going to be about him, the Armorer, you know, Luke Skywalker, Grogu, Bo-Katan, Boba Fett, Fennec Shand, all these characters coming together and working together in different ways, and how that's really going to impact Season 4 and how it's going to interconnect with the Ahsoka Tano series, because that's going to be done in a very similar style as well. It's going to have that ensemble cast. You know, we already have, you know, a lot of people joining the Ahsoka Tano series. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But there's a lot of things coming our way for the Star Wars universe, without a doubt, that's really going to take fans by surprise. So, this announcement by Gina Carano that's set to arrive by this September about her return as Cara Dune in Mando Season 4, it's a great development. It's a great step in the right direction by Disney. They finally realized that they have to bring her back to really win some of the fans back. The question is it enough? Is it enough to convince those lost fans to come back to Star Wars? And if so, you know, good on them. But it's still going to take a lot of work for them to turn Star Wars around completely. It's going to take a lot of successful shows. So, with that being said, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.